Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm cooking poon-YEH-neh pah-PREE-keh, a traditional Croatian stuffed pepper dish. I first tried this in Croatia and it honestly surprised me. The flavors are so comforting and familiar, yet totally unique to the Adriatic. It's one of those meals that makes you feel at home anywhere. As the ingredients will appear on screen, I'll guide you and show you how to make this tender tomato simmered classic in any kitchen, even while traveling. Let's get started.
Here's what you'll need: bell peppers, ground pork, onion, garlic, parsley, uncooked rice, paprika, salt, pepper, and 1 egg for binding. And for the sauce, tomato sauce in cans you can use, bouillon powder or cubes, like 1 single cube, olive oil, and water. You could use tomato paste if you like a richer sauce, but really that's it. Just simple everyday ingredients. I start by preparing the peppers. I cut off the tops very carefully and remove the seeds. I make sure the top still has some of the edge around it, but then I hollow them out and carefully removing all the seeds, and I set them aside while we make the filling next. Next, I finely chop the parsley and just really get in there and chop it pretty small. Next, I chop and eventually mince the garlic. And then here I'm chopping the onion and really dicing it just down to little diced pieces. These aromatics give the filling that classic Dalmatian flavor. In a large bowl, I add the ground pork, the chopped onion, garlic, parsley, the uncooked rice, the paprika, salt, pepper, and 1 egg to help bind everything together. I mix it lightly with a fork first, fork and then a spoon, and then I get in there with my hands to really mix and bring the filling together. You want it well combined, but not compacted. And then using a spoon, I fill each pepper, leaving some space at the top or in the middle. The rice will expand as it cooks, so you don't want to pack them too tightly. I probably could have added a little more filling in each one, but leaving room is important. Next, I move on to the sauce, and for the sauce I use tomato sauce in cans, bouillon powder, and a little olive oil. You can add tomato paste if you want a deeper flavor, but that's optional. I didn't have any in my kitchen. I warmed the sauce in a separate pot, but you can absolutely make this a one-pot dish. Just pour the sauce directly into the same pot with the peppers. I place the stuffed peppers upright into the pot so they fit snugly and stand at about the same height. This is kind of a benefit of having the same size peppers. They can all be at the same height so that when you pour the sauce around them, what I'm doing next, and then adding water as needed, they're all at the same level. So I do this until the sauce in liquid water comes up a little more than 3/4 of the height of the peppers, or yeah, about 3/4 or slightly higher. Now my little orange pepper in the corner there probably is a little too squished, but it's still held its shape okay in the end. So next I simmer. I cover the pot and let everything simmer gently for about 50 to 60 minutes. I add a splash of water here and there when the sauce was reducing a little too quickly, so just be prepared for that. I checked on it every 10 minutes or so. The pepper should soften enough to cut easily but still hold their shape. And finally, when they're done, you can use a large serving spoon that can kind of scoop the whole pepper out. I use tongs here to lift the pepper out gently and place it onto a plate. And then I spoon a bit of the tomato sauce over the top and then move to my cutting board to show the texture. I scooped out another pepper without the sauce here, and here I cut the pepper in half to add more sauce to the whole pepper, but then also to each side after I slice it down the middle. The filling stays tender and the sauce is so rich and comforting. These Dalmatian stuffed peppers are cozy, simple, and full of old world Adriatic flavor. You can serve them with bread, mashed potatoes, or enjoy them just as they are. Thank you for watching Home Away Kitchen. See you in the next recipe.